The police state ends with me. And we made it one more day. Now, again, I want to read you a comment I saw online about police corruption that applies to the Bartlesville police. The comment goes like this, quote, "What little bit of supervision police departments are given these days is usually silenced by chants of cop hater," end quote. Meaning the defense that bad cops and bad police departments and bad chiefs of police and bootlicking police lovers that support them no matter who they kill or how bad they behave, their defense is, shut up, you are a cop hater and you hate all police. If you have even the slightest complaint about bad police state behaviors, then these people use the media to silence you with the title of cop hater. Just ask Quentin Tarantino about that. Folks, we don't hate all police. We just won't tolerate the police state actors. The lying, murdering, thieving, civil and human rights breaching police state actors. And that's not just police. That's people like Mike Moore and James Brazel from James Phillips Medical Center lying to the police. And of course it is the police testifying, lying under oath. And that goes to the city council members that are covering all this up, to the chief of police, to the district attorney's office that come along in ride-alongs and steal people's property and use it for personal use, no matter how innocent they are. Thieves. To the Judge Vaclaws of this world that want to rubber stamp everything and just giggle and just have a big laugh. Oh, not us. Not us citizens. They don't care about us. They'll just stamp anything and have somebody tear your entire house apart, smear mud all over the place. Cute. Just cute. Police state actors, people. Just police state actors. No, we just won't tolerate you lying, thieving, civil and human rights breaching, cover-up frame artists, murderers, rubber stamping judges. We won't tolerate that. We won't tolerate the police state mantra of, we can't do our jobs as police unless we're breaching your civil and human rights. There's just no other way. I mean, we can't be tough on crime if we can't breach your civil rights, if we can't throw out the Constitution and the civil and human rights that you're supposed to have. If we can't turn ourselves into Nazi Germany, we can't keep ourselves safe. We have to do this. That's just lazy. You're just lazy. And more than lazy, as I've said before, you're psychopathic. You get a kick out of it. You know you do. All of you. You get a big kick out of tearing somebody's house apart and then going home at night and sleeping well about it. I'm safe at my home because I've got an armored vehicle and 50 friends with AR-15s, with Armalite rifles, and I've got a judge that'll rubber stamp anything I want, and I've got a DA's office that'll let us steal and take it home with us and use it for personal use, pay off our student loans. In fact, I'm not even going to record it. I'm just going to take it, and it's just going to never get into the recording in the department. Says a state audit, right? Right? No, we won't tolerate that. Do you have that? Do you got it? That doesn't make us hate all people or to hate all police. Again, we're not talking about the good police. You're not a good cop if you're letting bad cops do bad things and you're just standing by. It's not your job to shoot somebody in the back for fishing. It's not your job to then do that and then turn around and watch a crime by one of your buddies and let it happen. That's not your job. You swear an oath to the Constitution. It's not your job to breach civil and human rights and murder people. And if you're upset about my Facebook page and the title and my YouTube channel and all these videos, it's because you're a bad cop. And it's because you're a cop apologist. If you're a good cop, you're going, boy, I hope he stirs some stuff to where people will listen and police will start behaving properly. And they will start arresting these cops because they need to be out of our ranks. That's what the good cops are doing when they're watching these things. And remember, I knew a good cop. I didn't know him when he was a police officer because he was retired. I was raised by my grandfather, and he was a retired police officer. I know what a good cop thinks like, and I know what how a good cop behaves and raises a child. And I know a bad cop when I see one. And I know when over 10% of the Bartlesville police force come and breach people's civil rights and tear their house apart and make sure they smear mud all over the house, even on the walls. I know there's not very many good cops around there, especially when the cop running all that, Anthony Lynn, is not only a high-level supposed investigator, he's just a framer, but he's a high-level investigator with the Bartlesville police. He's also apparently the president of the Fraternal Order of Police in Bartlesville. So the high-level people at the Bartlesville police, the leaders up there, are the ones breaching the civil rights. That still does not suffice to give an excuse to the other officers following along in it. You swore an oath before God to the Constitution and the civil rights of every citizen. And you're not going to just be able to pass it off if I'm just following orders. They told me to breach your civil rights. You breach people's civil rights, and you're going to get called out on it. You just thought you weren't going to, but you are, and it's not going to stop. And eventually, everyone will pay the appropriate price for it. You don't need to be police officers if you can't follow civil rights. You need to be held appropriately accountable, just like everybody else. You're not special. In fact, you're worse if you're breaking the law, breaching civil rights, stealing property, damaging property, and using that property for personal use as well. Folks, it's just a dirty trick to imply that complaining about police state activity is a bad thing. And I tell you, the worst kind of criminal is a corrupt, testifying, murdering, civil and human rights breaching police state actor and their apologists. No more, folks. No more. The police state ends with me. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow.